Hello everybody. So let's talk about Stephen King's It. Is it really a great cult classic like everyone makes it out to be? Or do people just like it because of Tim Curry's portrayal of Pennywise? So I watched It the other night. I hadn't seen it in a long time. I remember watching it as a kid and sort of enjoying it. It was a mini-series when it first came about in 1990. And then when it was released on DVD at first, it was just put into a film. Now it's been released on Blu-ray and is 3 hours and 12 minutes long. It really isn't that great of a cult classic, and the only really watchable thing about it is Tim Curry's portrayal of Pennywise. He is fantastic, he is creepy, and he really does sell that character to you, and that's the thing that really stands out and does make this film watchable, like I've said. But there's many other things to this film that just are really, really boring. The first hour and a half are watchable and actually good because you have the kids' stories, or the kids' story of how Pennywise came about and how Pennywise was going around killing their friends, killing family members, all of that sort of stuff. But through that whole kids' story, you also have the adults, and, well, their acting's, it's not that great.
Leave? Have you lost your mind? We're in the middle of making a movie.
They can replace me. This is something I have to do.
Who was that on the phone?
The call was from a guy named Mike Hanlon. I haven't heard from him in almost 30 years, not since we were kids. Audra, my brother who died.
Yes, George.
He didn't just die. He was murdered. Murdered.
Are you okay?
I don't think I am, sweetheart. Not tonight, not at all.
Are you gonna kill yourself?
No, I don't think so. Though it might be better if I did.
That's the thing that lets this down a lot. The kid actors are really good. They're actually good. The kid actors are better than the adult actors. That's the thing with this film.
Ever again!
Like, Tim Curry is the best actor in this, but the kids are better than the adults. The adults are bad. Really bad.
Bill's right. If we call the police, get the town involved, something bad's going to happen to one of us, maybe all of us.
All right, have it your way. Stan is dead, Mike came close. I've seen enough.
Like I said, the first hour and a half is great, and that's the thing that makes this enjoyable. Seeing all the things that Pennywise does, there's one thing where you sort of like, it gets annoying because you see all these kids getting sort of Pennywise coming up to them and then light shining in their eyes, and then you don't ever see Pennywise grab any of these kids and you don't really understand. You get told things like, oh, he got his arm ripped off, that sort of stuff. But you do later on see Pennywise grabs one kid. This film also, the one thing that makes it good, is it has a lot of great practical effects, except for this bit. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Look at this bit as well with, why is your phone hanging from the ceiling? What's going on? What's going on? This isn't me moaning about it, but it's just me saying, like, I've always, people have always been like, it's great, it's brilliant, it's one of the best horrors ever, and it's not like, when Pennywise is on screen, yeah, it's great, and that's enjoyable, but when he disappears for like half an hour, you're just sort of like, okay, we're just seeing these kids get bullied now, the bullies keep coming back, stuff does happen to the bullies, and when one of the bullies is an adult, it's really stupid, that bit, because Pennywise is seen in the moon, and it's fucking weird. It's weird, but it's for me. I don't think it's a great cult classic like everyone makes it out to be. And Tim Curry as Pennywise is the only thing that is redeemable about it. The only thing that you really like. And like I said, the kids part great. When it gets to the adult story, it's incredibly dull because Pennywise appears here and there because you know he's back and he's gonna get them all again. And it's great when you do see him again, but then you just have these parts where the adults are just talking for ages, and it gets dull, and you have a montage of them eating dinner.
Say it's alright. It's alright. Say it's alright. It's alright.
Lovely music playing. It's like at that point you know something bad's gonna happen, and yes, something bad has happened.
Dummy up, everybody.
But it feels cheesy.
What is it? What's wrong? Is something the matter?
Our friend had an asthma attack, but he's better now.
No, much better.
You have to sit through the hour and a half of the kids bit, and it could just end there. You could just be like, yep, Pennywise is gone, just leave it, and you could just not watch the adult bit. But yeah, kid bit great, adult bit not. Practical effects great. Pennywise, Tim Curry as Pennywise, great, but it's the adult story is just dull, really dull, and it's not the great cult classic like we may make it out to be. I know it's opinions, but after like watching this recently, I then looked at loads of other people online, and loads of people were like, yeah, I revisited it. I remember enjoying it as a kid, and now it's not that great. So, you know, we enjoy this stuff as kids, and then we grow up, and they're not as enjoyable anymore. There is still stuff that, from a kid, yeah, it's still enjoyable, but just, it gets a lot of praise online and stuff, and from Stephen King. I think this is one that Stephen King doesn't really like. I know he hates The Shining, but I don't really think he likes this. I know he loves Stand By Me, but I'm not sure how he feels about this. But yeah, the script is really bad at points as well. It is alright, but it's not the great cult classic we make it out to be, and that's what this video was today. Thanks very much. Send in the comments if you enjoyed this, if you like this type of videos. What other films should I talk about? Thanks very much. See you all again very, very soon. Goodbye.